Financial freedom. We hear this word so often, it's almost like a buzzword. And it sounds great in theory. Like, what are your financial goals? Well, I just want financial freedom. But how are you going to get there? What's the plan? What does that look like? That's something that when you ask further questions, people tend to not have answers to. So in this video, we're going to talk about the actual practical steps to getting financial freedom. Let's get into it.
Cerebral flow in my head I go. Try reach me now but my cell line slow. I keep it low, it's like where I go. Try teach me how but I said I know. People know me like you like hope and I need to know premise when I show. I collect my dough, do my thing and go.
Step number one is understanding that it's unique. We all have different goals, and the problem we fall in is that we all collectively think we have to be millionaires or billionaires to have financial freedom, and that is absolutely not the case. So understand that this is going to be something that's unique to you, which brings me to number two, is define what that looks like. Actually sit down and decide, what does financial freedom look like for me in my particular situation? Because you, a single individual with, maybe your parents don't need support, or maybe they've already passed away and it's just you. You have no kids, you have no dependents, and you're content with that. Maybe you might marry someone in the future, but that's about it. Your financial freedom goals is going to look a lot different than someone who has a family of four, who has aging parents that they are going to want to take care of, who has other goals and other people that they want to do for. Someone else might want to travel around the world for 6 to 8 times throughout the year, and the other person might just want to live in the cozy little RV or a little small tiny home out in the forest. So step number two is actually sit down and write out what financial freedom looks like for me. What is that lifestyle like? Number three, now that you know what the lifestyle looks like, what the home looks like, if you're taking care of aging parents, if you're going to be cooking your own food, if you're going to always want to be having someone else do it, if you're going to want to have a cleaner, if you're going to want to have a hairstylist, whatever. But once you write out all of the details of your life, now we need to figure out how much money is that going to be. Times that by how many months in the years, and then times that by how many years you think you might live. And then add on like 3 to 5% to take in inflation. Now we have the vision and we know how much money that's going to be. So now you got to decide how you're going to get X amount of money. Because now we know how much you need, right? Someone out there right now that did this came up with $7 million that they were going to need. Another person did this and they were just shy of $1 million. So you see what I mean? So it's going to be very different. Okay, so we have the vision of the lifestyle. We know how much money that's going to be. Now we need the win. So let's say you're 30 right now and you're okay with working for another 10 years. Let's say you're 20, you're okay working for another 15. So decide when you want this freedom or this retirement or whatever that looks like. Because again, for someone else, that can be no longer working after the age of 50. For another person, that could be, I still want to work, I still want to contribute, but I just don't want to have to do too much of it. I don't want a full-time job. I want a very part-time, freelance type of lifestyle. So again, this is all going to be different. So now we're going to decide when you want this to start. Today, of course, but let's be real. Of course, we're all going to want this to start like tomorrow, but be more realistic and decide exactly when you would like to achieve this financial freedom. And the reason for doing this is going to roll into our next step of, now we have a window of work you need to put in to get there. So if you decided in 10 years you wanted to achieve this financial freedom, what are you going to be doing in these 10 years to get there? Because you got 5, 10, 15 to 20 years to get this X amount of money that you just came up with in our previous step. We have the what and we have the when. Now let's figure out the how. So write down 4 practical ways you can achieve this. For some of you, that might be getting a high-paying job. For other people, you might need to start a business, because again, if your vision is causing you to have 7 million, 10 million, besides, investing, a business, owning your own business is what's going to get you that amount of money. So sit down, make a list of what you can do in these next few years to gain this money. Again, high paying job. Are we starting a business? Are we doing rental properties? Are we going to be doing freelance work? Are we writing a novel? Like, what are we going to do to gain this amount of money? And we can break this up if you find it difficult to figure out, like, well, If I knew how I could get this money, I wouldn't, I would already be doing it. So let's take a look at your past. You've had past jobs, you've had past careers, you've had past businesses, you've done side jobs. So what about that stuff wasn't working? What about those situations weren't giving you enough money? Let's learn from those, or let's figure out how we can make those situations better. And then let's take a look into the future. What can you do now for your future self? So that may be something like opening a retirement account, investing in stocks and bonds and other things right now, in Bitcoin or crypto or whatever your taste is. Because yes, you're gonna want to have this freedom now, but for example, depending on your goals, you could try to achieve an amount of money that's going to allow you to have financial freedom for the next 30 years of your life. And then you might want to just rely on your retirement for the last 30 years of your life. So you could be doing things now to fund things for your future self so that this financial freedom is broken up in segments. So to put this in an actual practical example, let's say from age 30 to 60, you decide you want to run a successful business and have rental properties. And that money, that passive income, is what's going to allow you to have financial freedom, because this business is going to be bringing in $1 million a year, let's say, per your goals. So cool. 30 to 60, this is what you're going to be doing. And then you decide, okay, then after that, when I'm done with this business, I can sell it maybe. So that's going to be some profit. And B, I can also, while I'm generating money in these next 30 years, I can put some of that money aside into a retirement account. So when I turn 60, 65, whatever, and I'm ready to retire and cash in on that, that money would have grown substantially to sustain me for the rest of that life. So boom, we got financial freedom for the next 60 years. So we know the lifestyle we want to live. We know how much that's going to cost us. We know when we want to achieve this goal. We have practical steps on how we're going to achieve said goal. And then we're going to break that down into a smaller scale. So what are you going to do this year? What are you going to do in the next 5 years? What are you going to do in the next 10 years? So let's say you decide to go the rental property route. Maybe year one is just learning about rental property and starting to save a little bit of money. Maybe you're taking courses, developing these skills, you're making contacts, you're being an assistant at a real estate agent office, something like that. Like you're starting to get your feet wet in this area. And then maybe years 2 to 8, that's your year of doing it. You're going out, you're buying properties, you're becoming a landlord, you're experimenting with that, you're getting better at it, you're building up your capital. And then maybe year 10, your goal is to, now that you've done this for so long and you're so great at it, maybe you want to start your own business. And maybe that business is teaching other people how to do the same thing. Because that's what a business is, right? It's finding a need and helping people achieve said need. And you have that skill because you spent the last 10 years working on it. So now you have a bunch of rental properties, and now you have a business surrounding teaching people how to earn money in rental property. Boom. A whole plan right there. You can take that. That's your plan to get your financial freedom. You're welcome. And then the last step, like with anything in your life, is going to be staying consistent. Goals are amazing and they're great to have, but the important thing is the habits. You're going to have to develop the habits of someone that runs a business. You're going to have to develop the habits of someone that owns rental properties. You're going to have to develop the habits of someone that has a high-paying career. The thing is, it's not about achieving said goals. It's about becoming that person in the process. Which brings me to something that I would like to share with you. So Stay Fit and Active does have a one-on-one coaching program called the Empowered Fitness Journey. This journey, of course, is going to help you with your fitness goals. But what we really focus on in this program is making sure you know how to develop habits, develop lasting change. So yes, you're going to be getting your physical goals checked off, but you're going to be becoming a new person, a different person along the way. And that skill that you learn through that, you can apply to any area of your life. Definitely check out our website, enroll in that program if that sounds interesting to you. We are always running different promotions and specials, so depending on when you see this video, it could be something that you can get in for free. And that's all I got for this video. So I hope that you go out and achieve amazing financial freedom. Drop in the comments what that looks like for you. What's that lifestyle? How much money do you think you need? share that with us here on the page. We'd love to see it. If you like this video, please, please, please like it. Give me that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thumbs up. Share with someone that could utilize this, someone that you wish financial freedom upon. And always remember that the knowledge we gain is powerful, but it's the knowledge we share that makes a difference. So share this video with someone. All right, that's all I got for this video. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, don't forget to crush it.